Today we're off to see the Oracle, who I'm sure is totally on the level and not out to get us at all. Before we get into it, as always, it's time to flip the coin to see what kind of Kain we're going to be today. Oh, today it's Raziel. So, I guess we're actually going to be kind of, not jerks, I guess. We're going to walk around, we're going to listen, and we're only going to feed when we absolutely have to. Boring. Let's get into it. Okay, so now we could totally fly to the Oracle's Cave from the Bat Point, as we saw at the end of the last playthrough, which is just this vantage over here. Now that we have... Here, we'll go play it again, just in case you missed it last time.
High upon the face of these cliffs, hidden amongst the complex network of caves, the underground sanctity of the wise Oracle of Nosgoth lay sleeping. Perhaps it was time to brave the winds and seek out this Oracle from the vantage point of the heavens.
So I think they meant sanctum here, but we could fly, and it's a fun little FMV, but we can also walk there. There's a few things that we can discover on the way. We can't get to all of them yet, but I think it'll be fun to kind of head over there and see what it looks like from the ground instead of from the air like I have most of the other times I've played. All right, we'll form. Shapeshift. All right, oh crap. That thing, gotta be careful. Where else? Oh. Or, we could just jump into the water. All right, great. There's nothing over here. That was worth it. And there's a cave, and then there's a camp. So we're gonna check out the cave first. It looks like they're all camped around the entrance to the Oracle's Cave. Save point. We'll do that. Ooh, which dungeon is this? Ah, oh yeah. Okay, this. I know what spell we're going for here. This will enable us to do some fun things.
Victus!
That was weird. Holy crap. Okay, I've got something for you guys.
Victus!
There we go.
The human mind is a fragile thing. One minor shock properly timed can render them catatonic and ripe for feeding.
All right, so this is stun. Oh, which is not the one that I was hoping for. Oh well. But very useful nonetheless. Especially if you are in an area that has both humans and monsters and you don't want to keep the mace out just for the monsters. This can be very, very helpful so that you've got something against humans and then something for the monsters, which we don't have that sword for the monsters yet, but we will. There we go. All right, we've got to get all of them. And I'm out of magic, so... There we go. It doesn't matter how you kill them, you just need to kill them.
They victus! They victus! They victus!
So the auto transcription in Premiere often reads Ve Victus as they picked us. So if we need to be a little secretive about our rallying cry, we'll just yell, "They picked us." Yeah, they picked us, everybody. Okay, well, stun is very, very helpful. Just, dang it, it's not the fun one that I wanted. All right, let's see where else we can go here. Okay, so there's another cave over there to the west, but we can't get there with our current ability set, but we'll go back there later. And for now, because the coin told us we can't be a-holes today, we're going to blend in. We're going to talk to this camp over here. Anything? Nothing? Man, y'all are boring. You really have nothing to tell me. Nothing interesting going on at all. Can you tell me about the weird old hermit that lives in this cave?
Ooh, aren't you the handsome one?
Thank you, but that's not very useful.
Ooh, aren't you the handsome one?
Okay, saying it twice is nice, but still not very useful.
The nights can get very cold around here, stranger. I can help you get through it.
Okay, I do believe that the nights are getting cold here because we are pretty far north, but sorry, lady, I'm a vampire and not really interested in anything other than blood. Can these guys talk to me? No. Oh, but this is interesting. If we're in disguise, we can actually get through here without having to fight. Which will be helpful because there are a lot of entrances and exits to this cave. So yeah, it's a little daunting. Going to be a lot of load times. As always, I'm going to cut the load times out because I don't want to waste your time. Unless I'm talking during said load times, in which case then I'll keep that because everything I put out is gold. Yeah, y'all know that's not true. Ooh, an ice cold demon. Okay, so we've got a couple entrances. Oops. Now, the little blob things don't care, so back to vampire form. Oh, the mace actually worked on them. Interesting. Smash blob. Okay, anything over here? Yep, okay. Jump. Magic wisp enemy thing. Just sit there and face tank it. Alright, maybe it's time to switch weapons.
The axes.
We'll try him. They picked us. Okay, as annoying as not being able to use magic is, the spin attack is pretty fun. Also, look at the skulls flash. Isn't that fun? Okay, save point. Oh, good, some blood. Ah, now we're getting into the real monstrosities. Except now I'm gonna need... Okay, so we're actually gonna go back and explore some more, because I'm pretty sure this is the way to the Oracle. Backtrack. Ghosts of ghosts?
Babe Victor!
Yeah, that spin attack is pretty handy, honestly. Oops. The spin attack is pretty handy until you get on ice and you start bouncing between spikes. That's not very good. Okay, that was ridiculous. Great, now I'm probably gonna have to use a heart. I mean, since we're past Malix, it's not quite as bad to use hearts when I need them, but still, I'm a resource hoarder, okay? Like I imagine most of you other players are. Okay, now we're back to human enemies, so it's feeding time. There we go. Nom nom nom.
Babe Victus!
I'm gonna have to get a shirt at some point that says Om Nom Nom.
Babe Victus! Babe Victus!
Yep, I have been down here. Okay, so it's the other way. Do. Just ghosts wandering around casually. No big deal. Okay, and then there's that one, which we'll go take a quick look at. So we know that this one here is where, we know that's where the Oracle is going to be. here. All right, there's still more. It's a vast complex of caves.
The blood of ages
here we go.
flows so sweet. Come, drink from us.
Excellent, excellent.
The snow will do you no harm, for our blood preserves.
Okay, that's excellent because it doesn't snow very often in Nosgoth, or at least in Blood Omen 1. But when it does, it can be extremely damaging. Like, rain is a little annoying and drains your health little by little. Snow is much, much, much worse. So having protection from it is very good. Okay, so now I want to try to get to these caves up here, but we may not be able to do that until we've seen the Oracle. Who, again, I'm sure, only has our best interest at heart. Oops. Oops. Just face tank it all. Oh, that is somewhat diabolical. Hiding the spikes under that arch where we can't see them. Okay, so our middle cave here is where we wanted to go to progress the story. Okay. Now we're on track. We just have to,
Be Victus!
There we go. Well, that's how we know it's not human. Splat. I'm sorry, I'm a child. Simple things do amuse me quite a bit.
Be Victus!
Alright, we don't need that blood vial just yet. We want to smash all of these ice pillars. Very diabolical there. Set up the obstacle right in the path of the arrows. And the enemy. They got me. Okay, now I could use that. We want our magic refilled too. Just because we like to be prepared. Kaboom. Let's see what's in these things. Anything down here? Nope, just that blood vial. Okay, lots more stuff to find. Doors to open. Let's crawl this dungeon.
Be Victus!
So not human, green blood. Mace doesn't do anything. Ah, yes, here we go. A vial extension, awesome. See, smash everything. Splat. And I really should be using repel through here, but I just don't want to burn the magic. I'd rather use the magic for energy bolt. Like that. And again, I could switch weapons, but... And you know what? That might actually be the thing to do. Fine. I know I keep saying that. But we'll want to keep an anti-human spell handy, so we'll just go back to the sword. Ow, ow. Oh, except we need to smash this. Okay, I knew I had a reason for what I was doing.
Spiked mace.
So, we do need the mace because we need to smash stuff. I thought I was being smart, but alas. Oh wait, we need to smash this thing. That was the whole reason for that. There we go. Okay, there we go. Kaboom. Splat. Again, we could use repel here, but I don't know, maybe that's for the best. Okay, we're gonna use repel. It just does use a lot of magic, so. Split. Okay, so what's your favorite Kain thing that he does when he's attacking? Is it Vevictus? Is it the laugh? Let me know in the comments. For me, it's a laugh. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I missed a switch somewhere. No. Or it just was going the wrong way. Again, perfectly possible. Yep, here we go. Yay, magic! Oh. Nice. Here we go. The light. Always, if you're lost in this game, you always want to look for new lights. Splat. Nice little bit of blood. This cave is much more generous than Malik's Bastion was with blood. I almost feel like Malik's Bastion is kind of a skill check.
Bay Victus! Bay Victus!
Yeah. Oh, good. Magic refill. What else we got? Whew, man. Let's explore, I said. Oh, man. That guy was a little tougher than expected. Okay, so keeping an eye on the moon phases. We're at a crescent, a waning crescent, so we still have plenty of time before we need to be running around at the next full moon.
Bay Victus!
Spent. You know, some of the best gaming advice I ever got was meleeing in the original Metal Gear Solid when she says, "Don't stick your neck out for items you don't need." It's some of the best advice I ever got. I unfortunately rarely ever listen to it.
Bay Victus! Bay Victus!
Down here, nope.
Bay Victus! Bay Victus!
All right. Oh no, ice and spikes. This is gonna be great. I can feel it. Okay, well, actually, it's pretty good there. Splat. And blood.
Bay Victus!
Not super interactive right now because I'm kind of zoned in. All these spikes are very dangerous. Like that. See? Even that guy got stuck. Let's help him out. You're welcome.
Bay Victus!
Well, that's actually something I hadn't thought about, is hitting an enemy with energy bolt actually interrupts their attack. So, very handy. Okay. See, right there. See the new light? We just head that way. She's a little design touch. Whoa, hey, he's new. Looks kind of spindly. Looks kind of like a Hilden, maybe?
Bay Victus!
Yep, that's the thing. It's like, I can see, looking forward in the series, I can see the Hilden designs being based a little bit off of some enemy designs from Blood Omen 1. But the demon designs in Blood Omen 1 are way more varied, and I almost feel like they took one aspect of one particular design and ran with it. I kind of wish they'd gotten a little bit more varied with it, you know? But that is the least of my issues with the Hilton as a story element. Can we leap that? We sure can. Wait a second, have I been here already? I have. Yep, I have. That's the thing, I've got a pretty good sense of direction in games. And, well, in general. But it doesn't mean I never backtrack, get momentarily lost or whatever. Don't tell anybody I told you that, though. Now, walked right into that one. Story of my life. Smash, grab. There we go. Or we could have just flown there. Save point, save. Ah, the museum. Okay, so this part we weren't really able to explore when we did the Hardest Dialogue series. The Oracle one was basically just kind of had to be the cutscene. So we're going to go and look at each one of these and talk about them. So if you're experiencing Legacy of Kain for the first time in these playthroughs, I would maybe skip for the next minute or two as we go through these items, because there will be spoilers for the rest of the series, and we're just going to talk about everything.
A guillotine, its blade still wet with blood.
Okay, so obviously if you know what happens in this game, this foreshadows Voridor's execution later in the game.
Hidden amidst the many obscure artifacts in that museum, I discovered an ancient chronicle. This passage caught my eye. It was during these dark times, infested with the plague of the undead, that the Circle brought the Seraphan to existence. Trained to be devoutly loyal to the Circle and the perfect exterminators of the undead scourge, they were led to many victories by the righteous paladin, Malek. They cleansed the vampires with fire and released their souls to more blessed realms. There is no wrath as terrible as that of the righteous. I'd read enough. At once, disgusted and intrigued, I placed the book back down in that museum.
Ooh, so lots to talk about here. So this talks about the origin of the Seraphan Order, which, as we know, Malek is a part of. And the book kind of implies that Malek was the leader. Soul Reaver 2, actually, when we get there, we learn that, in Soul Reaver 1, we learn that Raziel and his brothers were all Seraphan priests that Kain had raised to be his vampire sons and lieutenants. And Soul Reaver 2 retcons Malek's role a little bit in that Raziel, actually, the human Raziel, is kind of more implied to be the leader of the Order, which I think it's a retcon for story purposes. I mean, it's not super interesting if we find out that Raziel was just another dude in the Seraphan. But it's interesting that Malek, as the conflict guardian, chosen by the Pillar of Conflict, might have shared an equal either an equal or a nearly equal footing with Raziel as a Seraphan. Maybe Malik was, the nominal head of the order, where Raziel was the practical head of the order, where Malik might have been the conduit between the Circle and the Seraphan proper, kind of like the commander-in-chief, if you will. Or perhaps he was just the personal bodyguard to the Circle, and Raziel was the leader of the order in its operation. Anyway, lots of interesting things to think about here that really haven't been explored as much as we've talked about here. But even though this book claims Malik to be the leader of the Seraphan, Soul Reaver 2 does show human Raziel as more leading the Seraphan, especially in their assault on Janos. Anyway, moving on. Next thing. We see the doll here, which is foreshadows and references my least favorite part of the game. And then, here's something familiar.
Odd. This armor resembled that of the ward and his minions, yet the steel seemed newly fashioned and untarnished by time.
So this is Malik's armor, and we're seeing it brand new, almost, as if it appeared before Malik was fused to it 500 years before this.
The shield was newly crafted. Its metal shone brightly in the firelight. The crest, I did not recognize.
So I'm guessing this is a Nemesis shield. I would love to be corrected in the comments if you know better, but this shield looks a lot like weapons and armor used by the legions of the Nemesis. And this banner, you'll recognize if you've played Soul Reaver 2 and Defiance, you will recognize this instantly. This is the banner of Mobius's crusade. We'll see that a lot later too.
I recognize this crest from my youth. 'Tis the sigil of the mighty lion of Willendorf, blood-stained and rusted upon this battered shield.
Yep, and as we'll find out, that's going to play a large part in the game later. Oh, and then this golden goblet. I'm pretty sure this foreshadows the meeting with Voridor we're going to have. I can't actually see what this is. Okay. If you know what this is down in the bottom left corner, let me know in the comments. Let's go see now. Oh, and this missing painting. Again, foreshadowing, my guess, is what happens later in the game. Ah, and here we are.
A nobleman, seeking wisdom.
The
Death
oracle.
has taught you well.
Enough philosophy. I seek answers.
Answers indeed. I have them all if you have the questions. And what are the questions for these answers? King Atmar, the only hope to defeat the legions of the Nemesis. King Atmar, paralyzed by his princess's malaise. King Atmar, the useless.
Richard
Pray,
Doyle's having so
sir,
much fun.
What are the questions?
A pox upon your tricks and babble, old man. Answer me this. Who is Malik, and how can I defeat him?
All in time, Sirrah. Yes, time. Unless you master it, it will master you.
No hints
And
here
now it's
whatsoever.
time for your answer. Malik, defender of the Nine, and last of the Seraphim sorcerer priests. His vanity led to the slaughter of the Circle at the hands of the vampire Voridor. For
His vanity,
failing, his spirit was fused to a hellish set of magical armor. He has allowed no member of the Circle to fall since.
What of this
Except Napraptor.
Voridor?
Follow the glow of the Ignis Fatuus to the Termogent Forest.
Ignis Fatuus.
The Ignis Fatuus lights the path to hell, nobleman. Your path. time, Kain? Next time.
Again, no hints to his true identity at all. He's exactly who he appears to be. And then for my SR1 fans, nope, doesn't work in this game, unfortunately. I don't have constrict, unfortunately. Okay, well, this cave might be a facade for a deeper complex. I don't know how I know that. I'm just taking a wild guess. But we're going to move on. And I do have to wonder how different Kain's quest would be without this step.
Through this magic, I can stop my enemies in their tracks. Frozen in time, they can do nothing to hinder their own doom. Sometimes I draw out their fate, for the added fear sweetens their blood.
So this is another... I usually don't use the time powers very much, but we'll give it a try when we get outside. Have you figured out who the Oracle really is yet? No, neither have I. But he doesn't... I don't think he's who he appears to be.
They Victus!
Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Don't really care about the blobs. Lots of boulders. Some of which I can move, some of which I cannot. That's okay. Split. Another save point. We will go ahead and save. Oh, I need to eat. So, my question is, there was one more set of caves that we didn't get to up there. Or maybe we did and I just didn't look. Okay, anyway, it's time to move on. When we do a secret cleanup later, we'll double check and make sure we got everything. Right now we're at 16% on secrets. Still a whelp though. All right, now we're off to the Termogent Forest. We're gonna go see one of my favorite people. Vampires. Whatever. We need the axes.
The axes.
Tree clearing tools. Yeah. Yay, bat beacon. Excellent. Okay, next up we have a very, very important ability that we're about to go get, which I'm very excited about. And we're going to start seeing weirder and weirder stuff as we get closer to the middle of the game. Ah, Ustenheim. We'll talk a lot about Ustenheim when we get there. Yeah, here we go. So we'll save. I wouldn't call myself a compulsive saver. Actually, no, I think that's fair. I'm a compulsive saver.
When in mist form, I am invulnerable to physical weapons, blade and claw. I can seep through locked doors and cracks and move swiftly like a shadow fleeing light.
Yeah, I love mist form. So mist form is one of the abilities that we get to see a lot of. In Blood Omen 2, it's used differently. It's used for stealth, which, I mean, I have opinions on that. But in Defiance, it's used to dodge, which is really cool. I love that they do that. And also to get through bars and, yeah, to basically do this same kind of thing, which is great. Yep, can't hit me. Although I am kind of hungry, so we're gonna fill up really quick.
They Victus!
There we go. Okay. And then mist form also, of course, allows you to walk over water, or poopy sewage. In this case. Now, you can't get hit by physical projectiles, but you have to watch out for magical projectiles. And fans. Huh. Maybe I'm wrong about the magical projectiles. Nope, I am not. And some energy banks, which can be very handy when you're in mist form. But you just have to be careful not to be stranded over water. You need to make sure that you have enough magic to really get through where you need to go. But mist form will enable us to get to some areas where we couldn't get to previously. Get some more secrets. There are some secrets here in the mist dungeon that we're going to try to get. Right, nice. Duh. Okay, so we really want to get down there where the, as I see a blood vial and a rune letter that we want. So let's go back and see how to get to. Let's go back and see how to get to there. Whoops, I trapped myself. Can we hit?
Bay Victus!
There's cracks in the wall here. Can we seep through his mist? We can. Nice. Nice. Well worth it. Oh, crap. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. You have to make sure that you are, that you don't strand yourself over water. So we are going to use the energy bank here, and this will get us to safety. But if we'd been in the middle of the lake at that point, we would have been screwed. Would have been screwed. You know what I mean. armor out. Yes, let's rip all of the skin and flesh off of shadow ghosts. Yes, that makes sense. All right. Might be smart for us to wait for our magic to refill a little bit. So I'm going to fast forward through this and yeah, go ahead and hang out for a second. All right, after a quick bio break, we're back into it. Let's see, how's our mat? Oh, it does not refill all that fast. All right, but this should be enough to get us through the next couple of doors. Oh, except I'm starting to get pretty hungry. Oh, good. Look at that. Some very, very, very thoughtfully placed helpless victims. Okay. All right. Not a great amount, but better than nothing. Those fans keep just trying to suck me in. Ghosts. Makes me wonder how they got stuck down here. Yes, give me that sweet ghost magic. No reason to face tank poopy water. Ugh. All right. Got so many flays, might as well use them.
The Black Forest reigned here. Its kingdom rarely invaded by those that live in the light. But it was called home by this mysterious Voridor. Legend told of a time when Voridor defeated Malek of the Seraphim. If such a man did exist, then he could perhaps be the key to defeating the Ward.
Yeah, I love Voridor. Okay, we are hurting a little bit for blood. All right, we are going to try on Mistform. Okay, so this is the Lake of the Dead. Soul Reaver fans, you will recognize the Lake of the Dead as the site of Raziel's execution. Now, we can go explore the Lake of the Dead, but we're going to wait until the next full moon because there's a huge area with most of the game's secrets that we're going to go check out, but we can't get in there just yet. So we're going to make progress. We're going to try to get to Voridor's mansion, and we'll come back on the full moon. Creepy, weird plant monsters shooting out poison. Oh. And that's another thing we're going to need to contend with more and more is getting poisoned. So we'll do our best to avoid it, but
The axes.
that's why we have the antitoxin item. Okay, the swamp here is another skill check area. I will say that much. So we're gonna have to... Oh. Crap.
iron sword.
All right, let's hope we can use this before we die. Okay, good.
The heart of darkness.
Okay, so the Black Forest is just a huge area, extremely, extremely hazardous. As you saw, very much a skill check too. So we're going to take our time. We're going to explore as much as we possibly can because there are a lot of incredibly helpful items in this area before we get to our friend Voridor's. My friend Voridor's. I don't know if he's yours. Faults of putrescence.
The blood of ages flows so sweet. Come, drink from us.
You know, a lot of the times I'm more relieved to see a blood fountain just to get the health refill.
Your strength has increased.
Yes.
For our blood enhances.
Okay, so now we need to go check some boulders next time we see them and see what we can push. I'll walk down here. Ah, there's an energy bank. Excellent. And that's another thing. If we're not careful, we'll end up using all of our energy banks. Ooh, and that looks like a crack. So let's see if we can go mist form. Yeah! Love it when a plan works out. Oh, it's a spirit forge.
One must be wary in dealing with the spirit forges. The wraith and shades that inhabit them offer items beyond mortal dreams in exchange for a sampling of your blood. The wraithsmiths forge their items with forfeit souls.
Okay, this is going to be worth trading some Hearts of Darkness for. And oh, that sounded like a secret. Yes, indeed, it was a secret. Fantastic.
Shed your blood for me, and these artifacts will be yours.
Okie dokie.
So, you come to the Spirit Forge for help, do you, vampire? Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
Let's see, how many did we get? I think it's 10 for... Okay, yeah. Well, 5. Yeah. Okay, not great. But we'll... Dang, I wasted one.
Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
There we go. Energy banks being as use. Okay, 15. Pretty good. So 1 blood vial for 5 energy banks. Not too bad.
So, you come to the Spirit Forge for help, do you, vampire? Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
Let's see how much he gives me for just a tiny bit of blood. Okay, yeah, the same. So really, let's not waste all our Hearts of Darkness. Let's just trade 1 for 5.
You come to the Spirit Forge for help.
I'm going to do this a few times, so we'll just speed through this.
Secrets.
Okay, so 55 energy banks after all that. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good trade for a few Hearts of Darkness, which, you know, now that we're kind of past 1 skill check area, we don't need quite as many. It's good to have a lot on hand, but there'll be a moment coming up where we can get a lot of them. Alright, back outside into the danger zone. Forms. Alright, and then from wolf form to mist form. Alright, so we're going to do some exploring. So we want to come check out all of these little ruined areas. We want to look for little cracks. There's a cave there. This open area we want to check out. And then we definitely want to go inside these two ruined buildings with the Ignis Fatuus next to them. All right, let's explore. Nothing much here. I will take that, thank you. Energy bank, excellent. Okay, we'll check out the clearing before we go in here. It's blood vial, excellent. I will take that, thank you. The zombies can just kind of hang out and do their own thing. Alright, now axes. Again, energy banks are super useful. It's just sometimes, depending on your circumstances, it might be better to just wait for your magic to recharge naturally, unless you're in a situation where you are going to be using a lot of magic really fast. Alright. Okay. Yep. So this spell that we're going to be getting is not, I don't find it super useful, but it can be. It does start to introduce some complications into the gameplay, though. And save.
May Victor! This spell allows me to use blood from my own body as a weapon. When struck, my enemy's blood would flow from their bodies to fill me with life. 'Tis a risk, yet the rewards are a temptation.
And that risk, we'll see how that comes later. You have to be very, very careful what you hit with this spell, which is called Blood Gout. Oh, an extra meal. Excellent.
May Victor!
Okay, so it's got a clever trap for you here. Ow. Okay, so this is what antitoxin is for. There are 3 different types of blood in the game. There's red blood, which of course nourishes you and gives you health. There's green blood, which poisons you over time. And then there's black blood, which does instantaneous damage. So yeah, you got to be real careful where you aim Blood Gout. And we'll jump over there and get this antitoxin, because the game it's laughing, but it knows you were going to do that, so. Let's see if we can't time it a little better this time. There we go. Split. There we go. Timing's gotten a little better. Use mist form to get over the spikes. Oh, crap. Alright, good demonstration, though. That black blood does instant damage that you do not recover from. Oh, man. Okay, so... there we go, hooray. Got our blood vial. Yeah, sometimes when I'm in the dungeon kind of crawling mode, I kind of feel like Randy Newman. I'm basically just talking about what I'm seeing and doing. But, I mean, isn't that most of what gameplay videos are? I don't know. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you like my whole thing that we're doing here. I just want to make sure that this is entertaining for you even when I'm in the zone here. Yes, one letter. More magic means more time in this form. That's right. Oof. Alright, let's use a heart. As much as I don't want to. Okay, cool. Well, we have a new spell. Alright, let's see where else we can explore. Nothing there. Ah, okay, good. Another spell. Ah, yep. Let's get some blood gouting. Blood gouting! We're gonna leave that guy because we're gonna need him to do something for us.
This spell allows me to enslave my enemies, giving me control of their bodies. When I release my grip, their bodies will shrivel and die as I displace their souls and replace them with my own.
All right. This is the spell that I'm excited about. This will allow us to do some really fun things for big rewards later. There we go. Dance, puppet, dance. Okay, we got some items here. His buddies know something's up. And he will bring those items back to me. Yes. Great. Now your buddies can kill you. All right. And we've got a few places he's going to need to go here. So, okay, here's where we'll use one of those tons of energy banks we just got. Oh, all right, gotta be more careful than that. So this is a circumstance where energy bank works really well, where you don't have where Kain himself is not in danger, and you have a high magic energy requirement spell that does not leave you too vulnerable when you're done using it. All right. There we go. That's our opening. Nice. All right, we got to be really careful because this is our last dude. Like I said, that was our last dude, so let's see if this works on ghosts. There we go. It is very considerate to give us multiple tries here. Oh, which I did not need to do over again. Oh well. Void skeleton. Get rune letter. Yay! Now all your buddies can get you. And then, because I am hungry, we're going to use blood gout. Just got to go switch it to it first.
The Pentalich of Tarot.
Okay, and then we want
Blood gout.
And because I never use Sanctuary,
Blood
we're going to go
gout.
ahead and replace that. All right, just a little bit, as a treat. Nice. Get that door open for me. There's a crack here. Can I get through it? Nope. Always good to check, though. Okay, I was supposed to use Control Mind on this guy. That's what I get for not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Hey, Victor!
There we go. Oh. Got hung up on the wall. Alright, now I've got to leave and come back. I may have said it before, but I do like how the dungeons are really tutorials for the spells. Okay, that was intentional. All right, let's see now where we can go. Okay, pretty sure we got everything here, so we're gonna move on. All right. I'm gonna check out this little ruin up here. And then we're gonna check out the cave. Always use an extra font of putrescence. Hey, and another one. And another one. It's almost like there's a theme here. Okay. Do we have to clear the tree? No, we don't. Nice. Because I hate switching weapons. Ah, antitoxins.
Shed your blood for me, and these artifacts will be yours.
Yeah, I'll take a few.
So, you come to the Spirit Forge for help, do you, vampire?
Love the demon up there.
Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
Yeah, we won't go nuts like we did with the energy banks. But we will, yeah, a few antitoxins is going to be good to have. Maybe just a few more.
You come to the Spirit Forge for help, do you, vampire? Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
Of course, I'm sure Kain's not thinking about it, but I'm thinking about it. What are they going to do with this blood? All this blood that I'm giving them? Because, oh hey, can we see who's behind the curtain? No, we cannot. Oh well. But more antitoxins are definitely going to come in handy, especially later on when we get more mixed enemy groups. Oh, whoops, whoops, whoops. Alright, now we're going to check out this ruin to the east. Another font of putrescence, hooray. Ah. This looks like... Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay. Then we'll save. Lots of hay everywhere. Looks very flammable. Again, very considerate. It's interesting. This looks... doesn't look quite like the setting. Yay. Ah, this is our first vampire enemy. One of Voridor's brides. And we'll talk about that later. Something we didn't really get to look at much during the hard dialogue. So this looks like Voridor's brides and human thralls, too. Oh, it's so nice to eat. Also, it's interesting that the mace works on the lesser vampires. Find the switch, hit the switch. Yeah, one letter. Okay, so we hit a bunch of red switches and a green one, so let's go hit the green one again. See if maybe that was... see if that's the solution. There we go. So green off, red on.
The sword ravages flesh with teeth of metal and flame, leaving only scorched remains.
Okay, here we go. So, I know I say here we go a lot.
Flame sword.
The flame sword is so incredibly useful. It is probably next to the mace. I would say it's the second most useful weapon in the game. But now that we have it, we can switch up our weapons a little bit and go to stun for human enemies. Here, we'll go do that.
Blood gout. Stun.
We'll replace light with that because I also don't use light too much either. Sometimes it can be helpful, but I just don't use it enough. Yeah. Oh, here's a fun thing you can do with the flame sword. For all the pyros out there, yeah. This is your sword. Yeah. So helpful against... yeah, against zombies, against lesser vampires. And humans too, really. But you want to be careful so you don't get victims that you could eat. There we go.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Oh, please, help me, kind sir!
Oh, you jerks. Okay, they are stun locking me. I have other words for them too, but yeah. Again, it's not so much that I'm a prude, I just don't like having to, censor and post. I'd rather self-censor beforehand. And rain. Oh no, rain. which we are immune to. So, hooray. All right, what else are we checking out? So we checked out these 2 dungeons, which are Control Mind and Blood Gout. We found the 2 Spirit Forges in this area. We got the Flame Sword. So now it is time to... actually, we're going to check out this little area down here, see if there's anything before we move on. Not really. Okay, moving on. So moody. I love it. Oh, crap. Yeah, things get a lot more dangerous. Alright, this is where Repel... Actually, you know what? Forget it. Gotta let you tear. You're all dead. Okay, now Repel. And Flay. Whew! Huh. Totally caught me off guard there. Man, that was close. Yeah, it's really smart game design because it gets you comfortable exploring in mist form. Nothing in the previous screen can hurt you. And now, it's like, hey, guess what? There we go. There are a few sections in the game where these distance fights become more of a thing, and it can be really challenging if you're not used to it. Ooh. Whew. Okay, the timing there was just wildly lucky. I really probably should not have survived that. Yeah, so this is kind of the situation that we want to avoid. Where, okay, now we need an energy bank. And we're going to use Mist Form to explore just a touch. Nope. We got to be real careful because once that runs out... Okay, we're back.
Strange that Voridor would choose a dwelling so perilous to him. The swamp could only offer a vampire hazard and pain.
Which is true, but Voridor does have his reasons. Some of those reasons being video game. Alright. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Alright, let's get a repel in before the energy bank runs out. And we're past them, so we didn't need to do this, but we're just doing it purely out of spite. Ouch. Okay, we are almost there. Ow. And we're going to use another energy bank, because I didn't learn my lesson the first time. But again, this is a skill check area, so... Ah, yes, now that we have Control Mind, I'm going to be a little more liberal in my item use.
Voridor's keep was hidden deep within the Termogent Forest, nestled among vines and creepers that clung desperately to its dark, weathered stone.
Here we go. Before we go inside, we're just going to do a little bit of looking around for secrets, because we love secrets. Oh, crap. I do have to... So, again, talking later in the series, we do get to see Voridor's mansion again in Defiance. It's a little bit more built out. Big graphic of Voridor on the rug.
The luxury with which this Voridor surrounded himself was impressive. His wealth would shame the haughty nobles of my former court.
Okay, now that we're here, we're going to pick up next time, and we will go through the entire mansion, and plus we're going to go do some fun stuff that I've been looking forward to. All right, so next part won't be too far off. If you like what you see and want to see more, do the things.